if you try to raise the price, I'll veto it. Promise.
Oh no. Oh. What a fucking joke. And here we are, the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the steward of the Oval Office, King John from the animated Robin Hood himself. I am the King Joseph R. Big Guy Pedo Pete Biden. How are we doing there, Joe? How are we doing there?
Never been better there, KOE. I'm glad to be back here again on the Dog and Chicken Show.
Oh, great. We're great to have you. It's great to have you here because while you're here, you're not fucking up the country for at least a few minutes. So that I have to give you. Now, Joe, God damn it. Is there another balloon? Joe, you've got too many spy. Joe, that's another Chinese spy balloon. Joe, Jesus, Joe. So many Chinese spy balloons around you. Now watch it.
Condoms? What are
Eric Swalwell will try to take some of those out on a date if you don't like recover.
They come out of nowhere.
Oh, I know. They just came from across the Pacific Ocean. How could you ever see them coming?
Who even knows where that is, though?
God damn it. Most of us do that take geography classes, Joe.
Look, I was never good at math.
That's fair.
Oh god damn it. So Joe, you just had a disastrous State of the Union speech where you lost the room.
Yeah, and I agree.
Lorraine Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene chewed you out and dressed you down in front of the entire nation.
Look, those hocus pocus witches don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You can't base anything that they reacted to and say that I didn't just knock it out of the fucking park. Look, everybody's been saying it. I had the greatest speech of all time. This was the greatest State of the Union of all time. For the most popular president in history, I might remind you, Mr. KOE.
Remind me of what?
Look it up. Hey, look it up. Look it up.
Oh, like who's traded places with Xi Jinping? Name one.
Look it up. Yeah, look it up.
Well, I mean, he's traded you some spy balloons in exchange for nothing other than
you ever gone
intelligence.
To a birthday party and you're like, I'd really like to have one of them balloons. You didn't get one? Yeah, that's how it feels.
Oh, so they're making up for the last time they didn't send you a balloon for your birthday, Joe?
Who doesn't want a balloon?
We don't. We don't want Chinese balloons violating our.
Because you're not a patriot. All right, look.
Well, I know you're a Chinese patriot, Joe. I know you love your Chinese paymasters more than anything else.
I like the sweet and sour chicken. It's delicious. I like the soy sauce packets that they send. The packets are hard to open though.
Jill take care of that for you.
When she's not sandbagging Kamala Harris's old man.
Yep.
Okay, because I say that Jill is the hardest working woman in DC because she has to make you look like you're a semblant sentient human and has to change your diapers.
Look, I'm just glad that we could expose the fact that Kamala and her old hubby and me and Jill, we like to play the swap game. Just glad that's out there in the open. Got to watch Jill and Kamala's hubby have a big old smooch right during the State of the Union.
That was weird.
Another reason it was the greatest State of the Union speech of all time, might I add. Look, I know there's people out there saying that it might have been a bit of a repeat from 2022. And look, what do you want? You want consistency, right? What more do you want? I come out, I say the same fucking thing, and it's like you people don't appreciate it. I said it once, I'll say it again. I'll say it again next year. Look it up. Look it up. I'll send you a copy.
Oh man! So Joe,
I'll tell you right now, if you try to raise The price? I'll veto it. Promise.
I was about to say, Joe, you had a few flubs there, like when you said you traded places with Xi Jinping. Now I know
Sorry
you
about it, I
were
meant every word
thinking
of that.
okay. I figured you were talking about the bribes, where you traded so many bribes, more than any other president was Xi Jinping. But so I got to ask you, Joe, when you were heading out there, did you expect the Republicans to take charge of the room from you nearly as much as they did, Joe?
Look, it's sad. You know, you go to a movie theater and people are yelling at the screen. That's what it was like. You pay for your popcorn. You know, you do. And popcorn's a bad dude. And look, you just want to enjoy the movie. And people are there talking through it like a bunch of dicks. It ain't right. It ain't right. And look, I'm out there. You know, I won fair and square in 2020. I'm supposed to be able to get to say my piece, say the State of the Union, and you saw it. Over half that room was standing and applauding at everything I said, even if it made no literal fucking sense. That's how good I am.
You know,
They
and
sit down and recognize me and just clap along like the good little sheeple they should be.
well, the other side of the room was apparently just enamored with you, Joe, because they were just the whole time just going, ooh, ooh, like you could just hear them the whole
Everything I
time.
said, everything I said. You watch back,
Ooh.
Phil. You look it up. Kevin McCarthy. He was so enamored with everything I said, he couldn't stop smiling.
He had to keep telling his own Republicans, shh, 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 stop it. No. Shh.
Yeah, that's right. Silence down, bitches. I got this room.
Yeah,
I
you
own
really
that.
ran that room, Joe. I
I
got to
owned
give
it.
you that.
I fucking owned it. I've never felt better about a speech in my life.
Oh, man, that's saying something. Now, like, Joe, to your credit, you managed to not shit yourself on stage or have a major medical episode. Oh, wow. Trey, are we going to get a sequel to the January 6th porn parody? That
Oh,
was
look,
that some of your favorite stuff?
I wouldn't have anything to do with that, but just possibly, just maybe. Look, and I know, you know,
Is there a shower scene?
things got a little controversial when you know we had some people, some guests there, you know, Tyree Nichols' mother, and I may have fumbled the fucking names because I'm a goddamn illiterate. But look, you know, it's a thought that counts. You know, that's what it is. And look, you know, I might have said like, I might have said like, you know, the GOP, you know, they're going to take your Medi-Cal and Social Security, and I might have said, look it up. And that might be a bold-faced lie, but like, look, who's actually going to take the time to look it up? Like, nobody. So it doesn't really matter what I say. And you know, look, like that Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she might have had a retort, and President Pig Shit 45 Donald Trump, he might have went up against me on his Truth Social, and he might have said some damning truths. I wish I wish I had a retort for that.
Yeah, there ain't no retort. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, there's not really a retort for that, but I'm just going to tell you, look, I'm the most popular president in history. Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Winky
Look it up, Jack.
face.
That's a fact.
Oh God
Sorry, what was
Almighty.
the question?
Why did you let the Republicans walk all over you during your State of the Union address, and you let them take over the room twice, and they blamed you for the fentanyl issue? Now, granted, I know Hunter is responsible for a major percentage of fentanyl being imported because he's the primary customer, but I'm just wondering, what was your thoughts when you were actually told it's your fault to the fentanyl issue?
I think this is just another case of pointing fingers. Don't you, Brandon Roy? I see you giving me them bedroom eyes. Knock it off. Look, you point one finger like this. You got three or four pointing back at you. And if you look at me with a sideways eye like Dan Crenshaw, well, look, you ain't even got one looking back because you lost it, you son of a bitch. It's a fact, Jack.
God.
Look it up.